Hey, good morning, everybody. This is Rev and Bradford Hoel, pastor Rock Family Fellowship Church, author and singer-songwriter. Today, I wanted to welcome you to the Author's Corner. I wanted to share with you, number one, a brand new book series that we've already released book one, but we're going to be releasing book one going at least until 8. These are 8 chapter books, primarily designed for elementary kids, really kids of any ages. Anybody who likes a compelling story will really be mesmerized by these books. And the name of the book is Warriors, or the name of the series is Warriors of the Light. Book one is the first, and it's already available on Amazon, although we're relaunching it with a new cover and so forth. But the series 1 all the way through book 8. And let me share with you what my experience has been. First of all, I wanted to let you know, especially parents, grandparents, librarians, anybody that really has a passion to have kids have a love for reading should be interested in the book. Warriors of the Light is a adventure series. I was going to say it's fantasy adventure designed for elementary school, middle school, certainly, but even high school, and I think adults will enjoy this incredible journey. Originally, I wrote this book for my own children. Besides being having adult children, I also have children. I have grandchildren, and then a number of years ago, myself and my wife felt led by the Lord. We adopted 3. So now we have a 13-year-old in our house, a 10-year-old, and a 9-year-old. And originally, I wrote this book just for them. One of the greatest things my mom and dad did for me is they would read to me adventure stories and all kinds of different things. And I found that to be an incredible time of bonding between myself and my parents. And the greatest thing that my parents ever gave me was that legacy of reading. Because when you unlock reading, it unlocks the world for everything. Literacy is literally the key to really getting ahead in this world. Now, I want to speak to those who come from kind of a moral or a Christian background. One of the most important things for your kids is to properly train up your child. And you need every tool at your disposal to do so. Because we live in a very negative, very horrifying world that we live in. There's dangers to the right, there's dangers to the left. And you can't always be there to help them make the right decisions. But in a way you can. Train up a child in the way they shall go, and when they're old, they won't depart from it. What does that mean? Well, that means to installing biblical and moral values in your children, starting out when they're very young, and continue through adulthood. Praying for your children. But what Warriors of the Light is meant to do is to introduce a love to reading, number one. So it's a very compelling story, exciting. But number 2, literacy and comprehension, because my background is actually teaching. In fact, I was a business owner. I still am a business owner, but my main business I actually retired from so that I could substitute teach more. I'm a former professor. I started El Bethel Bible College, and Education is very important to me, but especially Christian education, especially spiritual education. Character formation is very important to me. So what we did is we designed this story that was compelling. It was a compelling story. So let me just give you a quick synopsis of Warriors of the Light, Book 1. It follows four main characters. Number one is the Brown family. And the main kids in the Brown family are mom and dad, Josh, and his little brother Tim, and not to be undone by his sidekick, Luther, who's a pug dog, who eventually, through the trips that they take through time and space, eventually gains the ability to speak English or whatever language you come from. Because this is something that eventually may be available in multiple languages all around the world. Anyhow, they get to meet talking animals. They go on incredible adventures through space and time, visit historic sites and historical adventures. And then they are faced with moral problems in which they understand, they get firsthand knowledge of how your decisions can have important impact in your life. For example, there's one instance where Josh is riding what's called an air horse, and that is basically a Pegasus. He's riding on this air horse, and he thinks he knows how to ride, and the gentleman who was with him says, "Hey, listen, take it easy. You know, I know you know how to ride a regular horse, but this is an air horse. It's a little different." And, you know, he's kind of hot-dogging it, and he falls off the air horse in the middle of the air. That can be disastrous. Well, the other individual swoops down underneath at the last minute and saves him. But it shows the consequence of not listening to parents, teachers, those that really want to make sure that you're okay. So there are moral lessons to be learned along the way. But they go through space, they go through time, visit historical characters, and receive biblical values and lessons. But they're entrenched in it because it's a sci-fi fantasy adventure series that has twists and turns in it. And I guarantee you, your kids, it's a page turner. Your kids will not want to put it down. In fact, I already heard from a friend of mine whose child, I think he was 10 years old, cracked the cover and could not put it down. My children, we're doing it together. I think we're about 3/4 away the book the second time around, and we do a chapter a night. And then there are questions at the end of every chapter to consider. So it helps reinforce moral principles and also life lessons. So I highly recommend at least checking out Warriors of the Light, Book 1. Librarians, this is a great resource. If you especially are an elementary librarian or a middle school librarian, I guarantee you these kids will love it. I've exposed it to some of the kids that I teach, and universally they love Warriors of the Light, Book 1. And I'm sure you'll enjoy the entire series when it comes out. But we're relaunching Warriors of the Light with a brand new cover. It's really exciting. It's really cool. And currently it's available on pretty much most places, but it's available on Amazon for sure. If you look it up, it's called Warriors of the Light, Book 1. Warriors of the Light, Book 1 by, again, my name is Bradford Hoel, Hoel. So, well, do me a favor. I was going to say, go ahead and order Warriors of the Light. It's inexpensive. I believe it is available on Kindle. It's available in a soft cover, I believe, under $10. And for those who want to listen to books, it's actually available as an Amazon, as a Audible story. So if you have Audible, Warriors of the Light Book 1 is available for you. So maybe that's another alternative way to check this out. Do me a favor, those of you who end up purchasing the book and using it for your kids, please, if you've gotten a lot of value and you really enjoy it, or for whatever reason, maybe you didn't like it, please let me know. Let me know on social media or bradfordhoel@yahoo.com. But either way, just let us know. And if you've really enjoyed it, please write a review. Let some other people know so that they can be blessed as well. You have a wonderful day, and get your copy today. Warriors of the Light, Book 1 by Bradford Hoel. Thank you so much for your time. Have a wonderful day.